I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. When a man's an empty kettle, he should be on his mettle, and yet I'm torn apart.
When you're born to be a sissy without the vim and vibe. Oh, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Here he is, the Wizard of Wiz, if ever a wiz there was. If ever a wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz was one because of the wonderful things he does.
That trip was far too lovely. I'm gonna have to talk to the wizard about that.
But it was our trip. We wished for it, remember?
Well, no sense anyway. Where do you suppose we are?
It's not our farm in Kansas. That's where we're supposed to be. Oh, I'm never going to get home. I can tell. But Dorothy, isn't this where you wanted to be?
We'll get there, Dorothy. Don't worry.
It must just be that Kansas is a really hard place to get to, isn't it?
But it's not. It's right in the middle of everything. It's just that those witches keep using their powers against me like this. But after all those adventures we had back in Oz, we did all right as long as we stuck together. And we'll do all right here, too.
But where are we?
Out in the field somewhere.
I know that, but where's the field?
You know, it's funny. But if there were just a few more trees, and the grass wasn't as tall, I'd almost think I was back in Kansas. Almost.
What makes you so sure we're not?
Because I don't recognize it. And when we were in Oz with a wizard wishing on ruby slippers, I heard a witch's voice from somewhere, and it said, "She'll go back to Kansas all right, not the way she thinks." That's when everything went black, and we started all that terrible whirling and spinning and bumping, and I think I sprained my tail! And I don't think we'd have done all that if there wasn't a spell of some sort on us. But wherever we are, it's not my home like it was supposed to be. I was going to have Annie M fix all of you the most wonderful dinner you ever had.
And who are they?
Oh, they come to see what happens to us.
But why would they care?
Because they know what it's like to have to do things they don't understand. Just because someone else wants them to. And because they're friends. Look! They're smiling!
I like them. They seem like a good lot.
If we seem a little bit strange to you, that's just because we're from Oz. Everything unusual is usual. And friends can be whatever you like, just as long as you like them.
That's right, because nobody can force someone to be his friend.
You know what they say. You're going to drive a horse to water, but a pencil has always got to be led.
Lion, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I didn't much care for my trip either. I thought I was going to lose all my straw.
Thought they don't accept things out of you, huh?
Hey, it's easy for you to laugh. You're a tin man, made out of metal. Why don't you just try being a scarecrow sometime? If you're not careful, you'll be down to your last straw. Before Dorothy came along, I'd spent all my time out in cornfields, carrying away a bunch of tough old crows.
And you're much too nice for a job like that, Scarecrow.
Speaking of old crows, what kind of spook had the witch cast on us?
Ooh, I bet it wasn't a nice one. Why, if I had one of those witches, I'd scare her so badly, nothing or to jump off her face and run away together.
Hey! Show here already? I wasn't expecting it so soon, but that don't mean I ain't glad to see you.
What's that?
Don't look at me, I don't know.
It's just about the biggest show of the year hereabouts. The Buffalo Bill Wild West show has come to town. Yippee!
The what?
Don't encourage him, and maybe he'll go away. No, we don't want that.
We don't?
Say, you folks must be newcomers to the show. Can't say I remember seeing you before. Sure do like your costumes, though. What are you supposed to be?
What kind of thing says that? We're supposed to be ourselves, that's what.
You think I ought to scare him away? Will you back me up? No. Let's see if he can tell us where we are.
All right, but be careful. I don't know whose side he's on.
I didn't think you were coming for another week.
Well, we got a little bit ahead of our group. See, what with all the traveling and everything, we're just a little bit lost right now, so we don't really know where we are.
Yeah, you show business folks all gotta do a heck of travel. That's the only part I wouldn't like about it. What about you, little lady? You don't mind it?
I've had enough traveling. I just want to get home. I've been gone for such a long time.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Well, I was a driver once, and after a couple months on the trip...
What we mean is, we don't really know where we are at the moment.
Well, you're out here with me. Anyways, after months out on the trail...
Well, where's here?
Here!
Where's here?
You show business folks all got bad manners like that. or is he specially ordered?
He can't help it. It's moving around all those crows.
Works with the Indians, does he? Well, he's got even less than an excuse. 'Cause most Indians has got pretty good manners, except for when they lift your scalp.
Indians? Are there Indians around here?
Well, you never know. But then your friend there works with them, don't he?
Works with who?
The Crow Indians, like you was just saying.
She didn't say that. You said that.
How would you know what I said when you never paid attention?
Please, isn't there a town around here somewhere?
Sure, right over this hill.
There is.
Nice little town, too. Only about 90 people in it. None of them like him.
I don't think I want to go if they're all like you.
Please don't fight. Let's just tell them what happened. That's the best thing. I'm afraid we don't have anything to do with the Wild West show. We're just lost. See, we were trying to get from Oz to Kansas. That's where I'm from, and my friends here are accompanying me. We've been gone for such a long time, and we just want to know where we are.
You're not Buffalo Bill, then?
But he's been dead for years and years, and...
Had a falling out, did you?
Please, sir, why won't you believe it? I've been trying to find my way back to where I belong. Rushing all over Oz, and now here. And I can't.
It's all right. I understand. It's a big country. They're opening up new parts of it all the time. Anyone can get lost. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm just never going to get back.
Sure you will. I'll help you. Be glad to. But if your home's in Kansas, you're not really lost at all since...
Gus, you have to come back to town, quick.
What? What's happening?
They're arguing.
The cowhands again.
No, Tommy and Mrs. Featherton in the general store.
Tommy and Mrs. Featherton, but that's not like them.
That's why it's just so terrible. When people aren't funny, they just don't know when to stop.
I guess I better see to it then. You sit down over here and keep those folks company. They're kind of lost. All except that one. He's too ornery. Dad Burn, can't even get off by yourself and do some thinking without folks finding you. The world's getting too crowded like that, like too many hogs in a hog water.
Not really the body of it. It's just got to be stopped. Much like everything else around this town. Because of Mrs. Grimshaw. My chicken doesn't even lay an egg without her having a hand in it.
That must be very painful for the chicken.
What's the name of your town? Josephville. Josephville? It was named after her father, Joseph Grimshaw, in 1830. I can't remember having heard of it. And thank God we're not on any of those horrible trail drives. Wait a minute! Trail drives? And Miss Grimshaw's the founder of the town in 1830? Now you do pay attention. My, those trail drives bring the strangest bunch of people. You should know the cowboys after weeks and weeks in the saddle. By the way you're dressed, I think I'm beginning to understand. My, but you folks certainly have interesting costumes. Where are you from?
Well, I'm from a cornfield, and she was roasting way out in the meadow.
And I'm from an enchanted horse in Oz. Isn't that peculiar? Well, it's not so peculiar when you're in Oz.
Dorothy found all of us, and that brings us together. And we've been together ever since.
Oh, that's nice. I do like having you. I'm afraid we're not through yet. But we're a team, and we stick together no matter what. My name is Morgan, and I'm the cashier in the Jonesville General Store. Of course, Mrs. Featherton is the manager, and Tommy's the clerk, but it all belongs to Mrs. Grimshaw.
Think that you would let a hag like that run your life?
Don't talk about what you don't know anything about.
Come on, I've been around.
That's enough now, both of you.
No, it's not supported.
Oh, there's no talking to him. You might as well save your breath, guys.
And who are they?
Strangers.
I never would have guessed.
Now, Tommy, we're up in Picture Prairie. There's supposed to be no arguing up here.
I didn't come here voluntarily. You forced us both to come.
I thought it might help you cool down. Keeping the peace is part of my duty.
You're not a deputy, no sheriff for the area lives in Abilene.
Tommy, show some respect.
Now, Tommy, puddle-ducks can't swim, but they're still ducks just the same. I may not have been good enough to be a lawman in a big place like Abilene, but I sure as heck can't be here, and I'll lock you in the jailhouse for disrespect if you're not careful.
I'm not afraid.
Don't talk like that. You see what I mean about the boy? There's just nothing you can do with him.
He's got some growing up to do, that's all. So you're still here, are you?
How old are we against ourselves?
Just wish him the ruby slippers.
Don't let them know.
Say, I got an idea. I'll bet these strange folks don't know a thing about our town.
Don't say that again.
We've never even been there.
Great. Let's explain the whole thing to them. If they have an area with you, then I'll go right back to the store, and that's the end of it. If they have to agree with me, you gotta listen to everything I gotta say, no matter what.
Wait a minute. Aren't you forgetting to ask us about it?
You know, he might have something there.
Yes, indeed.
You have to admit, it's a fair way to settle it.
You ever noticed how some people just think they can go around deciding things for you